For decades, women have been disappearing along Highway 16. British Columbians have come to know it as the Highway of Tears. But outside this province, little is known about the dozens of missing and murdered women. A new documentary is aiming to change that.
Ramona Wilson was hitchhiking from Telkwa to Smithers when she disappeared. That was 20 years ago. Her cousin, Terry T.G., remembers the torment their family went through.
I think well over 2 weeks went by. And then finally a search party was put out for 3 days. But what worried the family so much was that she wasn't that type of girl to run away.
A year later, Ramona Wilson was finally found. She'd been murdered. Wilson is one of dozens of Aboriginal women who've been targeted along Highway 16.
It changes your whole life, you know, and this is just one story out of, well, now the numbers is well over 800 missing and murdered women across Canada. And this movie here is just another tool, another medium to raise awareness.
I don't know what you have to do to be taken serious.
That's the goal of a new documentary. Highway of Tears was produced by Human Rights Watch Canada and the Toronto International Film Festival. Before starting this project, director Matt Smiley had never heard of the Highway of Tears.
I didn't understand how it was possible that this amount of women could go missing, that nobody would really talk about it in the media, especially outside of BC. Once you hit, I'm originally from the East Coast, so I would never hear about it there.
The film has already raised awareness in Canada's biggest city. Highway of Tears premiered last week in Toronto. Wendy Kellis was there. She says the crowd was touched by the film.
It wasn't going to end that night in Toronto, that they were going to talk to other people, talk to people overseas, tell their family, get the word out, and that's where it needs to start, and get people angry.
Not only does this group want to see change to the way Aboriginal women are treated, they want the women of Highway 16 to be remembered.
I know Mary and Terry can also attest. It's something that you'll never forget, and that's something that I've definitely gotten from a lot of the families, that, you know, I mean, each child or each mother is really important, and so we can't let them forget about it, especially when some of these crimes are not solved.
The documentary is trying to keep that spotlight on the Highway of Tears. Prince George is invited to see the new film. It's being screened tomorrow at 6 at UNBC's Canfor Theatre. Camille McDonald, CKPG News.